Hey makers, this is Yana with Mockys, and today I want to show you a new glue that I bought, Barely Arts. I've heard a lot of good things about it, so I wanted to buy it and see how it looks and how it works and share it with everybody. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe for more helpful tutorials for making cake toppers. Also, be sure to get your freebies from the link below. Okay, well, let's get started. It comes in this nice eco-friendly box. I already pre-opened it, but I didn't open it up to see what's inside yet, so let's take a look. Looks like a cap. And I got the 4-ounce bottle. Looks like the cap is interchangeable, so this is great. And we want to use little things. Oh, right here. It shows you that you can change the cap and the tips. They're twist-on tips. And it also shows you how to clean the tips, which is very helpful. There was another glue that I used that used to always get clogged up. It was very hard to clean, so it looks like this one comes much simpler. So let's see. Comes with this really long needle. As I see it's shown on the picture, this is the cleaning needle. And according to this picture, so we have the cap, and let's see. This is a storage tip, a fine tip, and an ultra fine tip. So let's try this out. So let's see if I want to use this ultra fine tip. Let's see. Is very thin. This would be awesome for all those little letters that we have to glue on, all those little parts. So let's see how it works. Well, very simple. All I did was twist it on, and that's all. And obviously I would have to unscrew the cap here and twist this big cap on. Okay. And storage tip is great for so the glue doesn't dry up. Perfect. I love this already. I can't wait to try it on my projects. And this one they're calling an ultra fine tip. So let me see. If you look at the quite a big difference between fine and ultra fine tip. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this glue a try. I was very curious, so I set this area up a little bit to give it a test. I'm using black cardstock papers just so you can see the white glue and how thin the glue marks are. And we want to see how fast it dries. So I'm just gonna open it up. Now I'm gonna go ahead and screw this cap, the one that interchanges. Okay. And I'm gonna start with the fine tip. So this is the fine tip. I'm gonna go ahead and screw it on. And let's give this a try. Oop. So let's see. This is the fine tip. Pretty thick for fine. So let's go ahead and swap it out. Whoop. And it says to clean after every use, after each use. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this really quick. And let's now try the fine tip. Okay, so now let's try the fine tip. Here we have it. On the left is the on the left is the fine tip, and on the right is the ultra fine tip. I called it a fine tip. So right is ultra fine. Obviously you can see the thickness on them, so you can tell which one you want to use. And it's looking pretty good. So let's see, I'm gonna have it here, see how long it takes to dry and how the glue is gonna end up looking after it's dried. This is pretty thick glob, so I don't think it's gonna totally disappear. Might take, I don't know, maybe it might take a few hours to totally disappear. But on the right, it looks really thin. I'm gonna also try and glue another piece right here just to see how long it's gonna take for it to set in. So I'm just gonna glue this little scrap of cardstock, and I'm gonna glue it on this side right here. Okay, while it dries, I'm gonna go ahead and remove and clean the tip, because we have to remove it and clean it after every single use to make sure it works when we need it. Okay. So this is what I'm doing, just to make sure that the needle is clean when I pull it out. And I'm gonna try and do the same for this first one. There was another glue that I used, which I liked in the beginning, but the cleaning was a mess. So we'll see how this one works out. So still there's a lot of glue left over inside this. I want to make sure I have it empty, so when I am ready to use, the piece is clean and ready to go. Okay, so now I'm just gonna cap with this storage tip, twist on, and that's it. So I'm just gonna hold on and see how long this is gonna take to dry, and I will come back and show you. So here we are, I am back with the results. As you can see, the results are really clear. So the glue dries clearly, and I did glue this little piece of paper which dried instantly. So I want to let you know, I let it go ahead and dry for more than 24 hours because I just let it sit. I kept checking it for a few hours to see how these two dried up, because the thickness that I applied was very, as you can see, it's raised. So if I go over it, it was very thick, so it did take some time to dry up. But of course we're working with paper, so paper was pretty fast. I want to say almost instantly that it dried up. And if you're using this for doing some kind of crafts, or you want to, you know, have a raised effect, you will definitely have to let it sit and wait for at least 24 hours to dry up. But it's clear, and well, that's what I like about it. It's clear. You can see I used the black paper and the glue. You will not see any other blobs besides the clear glue. And of course, yeah, I recommend it. It's really great. Barely Arts. I really like the tips. You can just screw them on top of the cap and exchange them that way. So here we are. If you have any questions, please comment below, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.